I was introduced to permaculture 6 years ago, and it really turned me on my ear. I just met a woman that I talked to last year who I mentioned permaculture and a film that I had watched called Greening the Desert, and I recommended that she go home and watch that, and she just came up to me this afternoon and she said, "Oh my goodness," like that just turned her on her ear, and she hasn't been able to stop Googling and reading and looking at videos about permaculture ever since. So Greening the Desert is all about transforming 10 acres of salty, sandy soil in the Valley of the Dead Sea, one of the lowest elevations on Earth, hot and sandy and salty, transforming that into a 10-acre food forest with just the water that fell on the land using permaculture principles. So permaculture is a design science. The principles of permaculture teach us how to design ways of living that have the stability and resiliency of natural systems. They show us positive solutions for creating and managing systems for food, medicine, water, and shelter. A multidisciplinary art form drawing from the physical sciences, architecture, nutrition, the healing arts, and traditional knowledge. The ethical underpinnings that guide permaculture are simple yet powerful. Take care of the earth. Take care of the people, and share the surplus. Permaculture principles are thinking tools that, when used together, allow us to creatively design our environment and our behavior. Designing from nature is not a new concept. Traditional people have practiced this design technique for thousands of years. In today's world, where many of us have grown up disconnected from nature, unaware of that deeply interwoven structure that creates efficient, no-waste, closed-loop ecological systems, permaculture provides a powerful framework for redesigning our lives. In fact, the principles of permaculture are exactly what we need to implement practical solutions to restore our damaged environments and bring the earth back to a thriving, healthy state of being. The most amazing news is that you can apply permaculture to any setting or any climate. Your garden, farm, urban home, community structure, watershed, and even to the relationships and your own inner ecology. Applying the principles and ethics of permaculture can provide solutions on any scale and pay us back in spades. When I design a home site, I look for ways to integrate water catchment, existing buildings, energy systems with tree crops, edible and useful perennials, self-seeding annuals, domestic and wild animals, and aquaculture. In this scenario, excess or waste products from plants, animals, and human activities are used as nutrients to benefit other elements in the system. Plantings are arranged in patterns that can catch water, filter toxins, absorb nutrients and sunlight, and block the wind. Particular associations of trees, perennial vines, shrubs, and ground covers known to nourish and protect one another are clustered together. Ponds and other elements are constructed in patterns that maximize their edges to take advantage of the increased biological activity at the intersection of these two ecosystems. Everything happens on the edge. Permaculture design systems can also help us mitigate climate change by having 7 stories of a food forest with the upper top story of the tree, the mid-story tree, the shrub, the perennials, the biomass. If you have a hailstorm or an extreme weather event, you're not going to lose your entire system. It's going to be protected, and you'll have very little loss. So definitely something to consider there. Creating a permaculture environment is a gradual and long-range process. To implement a design, the permaculturalist looks for the right timing and keeps the design flexible, always taking in the feedback. This is so that changes can be made as observation of the land and the systems bring new understanding. That said, we also have quick start techniques that results in maximum effect with minimum effort. I love what I do. Over time, the practice of permaculture results in more than well-designed landscapes and integrated living systems. As we work within the principles of permaculture, permaculture begins to work within us. It is a tool of transformation because as we actively participate in the closed-loop systems of nature, we reclaim an ancient circuitry within us that opens to a new world of possibilities. Permaculture allows us to partner with nature to make long-lasting regenerative systems that can heal the planet and us for generations to come. I'm kind of wearing two hats today in that I am a permaculture practitioner. I teach and install permaculture systems, but I'm also the president of the Edmonton Permaculture Guild. And I'm thrilled and honored to hold that position in that I have the opportunity to work with some amazing people and people in my community in really being change makers and bringing food security to this city and teaching people about growing their own food, processing their own food for consumption over the winter months, having great events like Permies at the Pub, which fosters terrific conversations. Permaculturists are so busy, we very rarely get a chance to get together. So when we do, having a pint and a great conversation really is what turns our crank. So here are some of the incentives that the Edmonton Permaculture Guild has taking place this year and into 2018. And we also are looking to partner with other like-minded organizations and really start having the dialogue and working together and collaborating. Everybody's out there recreating the wheel. We can all work together. We can all do amazing things together. So thank you very much.